Okay, hello. I'm going to do a really quick tutorial on Monsoon and explaining some of the details about like Titans and sieging and also attacking the footholds. Though I don't have the footholds themselves to demonstrate, but when it comes to like the Titans, you want like a good Titan with as many stars. So if you have, say, a rare, and I'm going to show Countenance who doesn't have the pass at the moment for to get an idea of like what the strength of the Titans would be. So this max levels is about 600, and this would be, I think, about the same, despite it being, and you could reset the mythics. So say that was at 18. This is about the same. But a higher star epic Lino would be doing way more damage. Like on my main, which it does about 1001 damage. And like I showed like the resetting before, but you'd want to like reset it and say put it on like your main attack Hornet, say. And the thing is like and one other thing that I think might be missed by some people is the fact that you can salvage excess kite armor. But if you're resetting, make sure you're like fostering the to max before you salvage, in case you salvage shards that you actually need. But that does add, say, a few thousand for that you can use to additionally level it up. You don't have to reset it, but that has been what I've been doing. I kind of didn't explain it well why I like said to reset the Titans, but it was mostly so that like, say this Titan, which is at 26, you could immediately have, say, the 26 epic Rhino Titan instead. So you could have the higher siege power of the Rhino Beetle. Of course, you don't have to reset it. You can be fine without it, but it's just more of a doing the maximum amount of damage as quickly as possible. When you get to like, when you max out like the attack Titan to max, you want to make sure you challenge the highest level candidate, so you can get the challenge quest as well as the research reward. Because the research especially is very important as to add army scale and attack. And also when it comes to healing, make sure to do like quests, because you will get these and you can make sure you can heal up. And one thing I've been noticing some of my players getting confused with is that they end up garrisoning the outer wall when the outer wall guards are dead, but when the outer wall guards are dead, make sure your troops are not garrisoning unless you're getting attacked, but make sure you're attacking the inner wall city. It'll be a similar pop-up menu to this, but there'll be a little demolition button with the peppermint, in case anyone is still a little confused about that, but make sure we're doing that. Oh, and one last thing. Make sure you check like the footholds here. In like the faction territory, you'll get a decent little bit of chitin and copper coins. The copper coins are pretty useful since you can actually get material with them, such as these Titan bees. Oh, one I said while lasting for the territory, but like the thing about how the footholds work is that currently your safe zone does become a foothold, and it will be counted among the foothold numbers. But if you want to take, say, 8 territories, but you don't but you want to move out further, you can abandon your safe zone territory. So these players, I believe this is theirs, or maybe a different alliance. Who's taking it? I think think this one's a better example of this is Boba, and you can see that like their players are still pretty much safe since you can't teleport to the territories regardless unless it's yours or your merged faction territory. So like I can go to Nis, but I can't say go over here where I can't go there, even though they don't have their safe zone as an outpost foothold. And I did explain sort of the battle plan of we need to make sure we take this foothold first, and since it is currently attached to this one, but we should be attacking this, say 10 players fully attacking the siege, the wall guards, and then as many players hitting the inner city as quickly as possible. I didn't realize this, but one of our footholds was being attacked, so I can show a little bit of the garrisoning if you need to hold a foothold. And also, if you haven't noticed, you can garrison with multiple of the same of your own march in one garrison. This isn't like a normal like stumped or what's it called, alliance-based garrison. You can garrison you can send like 5 marches garrisoning.